we're starting this yoga class lying down and feeling our bodies on the ground. Start with some movements, stretching. Remember to put an intention for your practice today. Bend your knees and sway them side to side. Easing your lower back. That's it. And bring each knee and each hand and make circles outwardly with your knees. And inwardly. So the knees move separately. Good. And bring one knee towards your chest. Extend the other leg. Bring your nose towards your knee as you exhale. Inhale, push the knee away. Using your abs. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, push the knee away. Exhale, nose to knee. My left leg is along the floor but off the floor. Just letting the hip flexors start stretching. And bring the leg across your body. Open your arm. Stretch that pectoral muscle. The sides of the hip. Your ribs. Good. And bring the right leg back to center, holding onto your big toe and bringing the knee next to your chest. So we say half happy baby. Stretching the hamstrings. Bend the knee and bring the right ankle over the left knee and reach through the legs, stretching the hips, bringing the leg close towards you, inhaling, exhaling. This is a supine pigeon pose. You can extend the left leg if you want to, and maybe if you can reach towards your toes and get that extra little stretch. Lovely. And release. Back to square one. Feet on the floor, knees bent, swaying your knees side to side. Bringing our bodies back to equanimity. The feet don't need to be together. The feet can be apart. And if you want, you can add moving the head in the opposite direction to what the knees do, so that you get that extra twist on the neck. We're going to interlace the fingers over the left shin. The hands are close to the knee. They are not close to the ankle, close to the knee. And the right leg is along the floor, but off the floor. So that we're stretching the hip flexor on the right leg. Exhale as you bring your nose towards your knee and your knee towards your nose. Inhale, push the knee away and release the head and shoulders. So when you're pushing away, you're using your hamstring and your hip flexor. Inhale, you're relaxing everything, using your hands to bring the nose towards the knee and the knee towards the nose. Exhale, push it away. One more. And you're exhaling as you bring the knee in, emptying your lungs. And inhale, push it away. Lovely. Now, bring the leg up and have happy baby. So we're stretching the hamstrings on a 90-degree angle on your left leg. The knee is by the sides of your ribs. And you're letting that hamstring stretch. The other leg is still along the floor. Great. And bring the leg across. Come into a twist. Feel your hips and your chest opened. Just find that stretch that is right for you. Your pectoral muscles get a nice little pull. You're stretching your arms into a T position. Inhaling. Exhale, letting go. Lovely. And bring your legs back to center. Same leg, the left leg. Ankle crosses over the right knee. Lift and hold through your legs, holding your left leg supine pigeon. And this is yet another stretch on the outside of the hip. If you can, extend your right leg and reach towards your toe. I liken this one to push my left knee away with my left elbow. So there is a few energies coming along. One is the leg coming in, pushing the other leg away. Lovely. And release. Feet on the floor, swaying your knees side to side. Hands by the sides of the body. And we're going to do 3 slow shoulder bridges, bringing the arms overhead. So have your feet close towards your hips. Tuck your tailbone under and bring your hips up, bringing your arms overhead. Maybe come onto the balls of your feet, stretching everything, and then releasing down vertebrae by vertebrae. Lower back comes onto the floor, and then bring the hands by the sides. Release the hips, release the buttocks. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale, tuck in, bringing it up. Maybe coming onto the balls of your feet to come even higher. And exhale, releasing down vertebrae by vertebrae. Lovely. Keep your heels close to your hips, coming up, arms overhead. Come onto the balls of your feet. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Tensing your hips. And exhale. Release down. Release your arms. Good. And bring your knees towards your chest. Do a full happy baby. Both legs out towards the sky. You can hold onto your big toes or hold from the inside of your feet, outside of your feet. Or if this is not available, you can hold from your knees. The idea on happy baby is that we're flattening the back and releasing the back in that way. And at the same time, we're giving a gentle stretch to our hamstrings. If you find doing your Hindi squats difficult, this is a good way to start training the muscles to get into that position. Lovely. And release, bring your hands underneath your knees, bring your nose towards your knees, rock backwards and forwards, massaging the whole of your back. And then cross your ankles, come over your ankles and come into all fours. Lovely. So we are in to all fours. If you need to put a cushion underneath your knees, please do that. Or sometimes just folding the mat is enough to give you a cushion on your knees. Find your core muscles, find your stability. So do maybe a bit of cat-cow, opening, sticking your bum out, chin up, and then chin to chest, arching your back. Allow the feeling of the cat-cow to happen. And now find that neutral point where you are completely stable, your belly is engaged, your back is stable, you don't need to be arching, and also you don't slack down. It's just halfway. And bring opposite arm and leg. So right arm, left leg, bringing it out. lift, lower, and bring it back. Going always back to your center, left leg, left arm, right leg, lift, lower, and back to center. See that these are split movements, so I'm not just lifting, I'm expanding, lifting, dropping, and bring it back. Opposite arm and leg, lift, drop, and bring it back. Keep the core engaged, lift, drop, and back. And the other side, lift, drop, and back. Now, imagine that you have a tail and you're looking at your tail, moving head towards hip, just arching side to side. All of these exercises are to strengthen our back and our core. So now we're going to do the same. We're going to go opposite arm and leg, extend, lift, drop, and once it's lifted, once you're in the tabletop with opposite arm and leg, we're going to bring it 45 degrees to the side and back to center. 45 degrees and back to center. See that this is not what we're doing. We're not bringing the arm all the way. The movement is just tiny little bit so that the contraction in the core stays. Let's do it. Find your center. Opposite arm and leg, extend, lift, open 45 degrees and back to center. 3 repetitions. Drop arm and leg and bring hand and knee back. Lovely. Try the other side. Extend. Prepare your core. Lift. And 1, 2, 3. Drop and bring it back. That's it. Let's do it. Opposite arm and leg. Lift. To the angle. 2, 3. Drop. Back. Opposite arm and leg. Lift. Angle. 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 Drop. And back. Last set. Right arm, left leg. Lift. To the angle. 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 Drop. And back. Be precise on your moves. Opposite arm and leg. Lift. Angle. 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 Drop. And back. And release into a child's pose. Forehead on the floor. We're going to do 10 deep breaths in here. So when you're breathing on your child's pose, I like noticing how my breath expands on the sides of the ribs. Keep breathing. And letting the presence of the breath bring you present to this moment. Lovely. And tucking your toes under, bring your hands in front of you. Coming into a downward facing dog. Walk your dog, swaying your hips side to side. Index finger pointing forwards. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your calf muscles. Maybe bringing one leg up and then the other. Just swapping from side to side, letting that stretch happen on the back of the legs. Good. Then bring your right leg up. Push your hands on the floor. Your left heel will be down onto the floor. Bend your right knee and look at your right armpit. Open the hip. The knee goes towards the sky. Good. Inhale, looking back to center. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And we are in pigeon pose, in lizard pose. And sway back and forth. Going deeper onto your hips. And maybe lifting your toes. Lovely. Good. Release your left hand onto the floor. Open up towards your right leg with your right arm up towards the sky. Twisting. Release the left knee onto the floor. Twist further. Now the left shin comes perpendicular to the long edge of the mat, coming to a side plank. The right leg comes across. That's it. Side plank. Pushing the hand on the floor, opening the side of the body. The right leg is resting, the right foot is resting on the floor. The left leg is holding us up. Very good, everybody. And hand onto the floor, come back into your downward facing dog. And do the walking again. So one foot and then the other. Maybe lifting the foot that you're not working on so that you feel the stretch on your hamstrings and your calf muscle. And now bring your left leg up, hands firmly on the floor. Reach with that left foot and bend your knee, looking underneath your left armpit. Open the hips, open the belly, pushing onto the hands. It is a strong pose. So don't worry if you struggle. Everybody's struggling, me included. And look towards the hands and bring the left foot to the outside of your left hand. And sway back and forth. Maybe lifting the toes on your left foot just to stretch your hamstrings a little bit more. Then plant your right hand on the floor. Bring your left arm up into a twist. We're letting the hips stay down. Then we release the right knee and maybe open your chest a little bit more. Now you don't have to balance, so you can focus on that openness of the chest and the spine. And turn the shin. Bring the left leg back into a plank, side plank position. Pushing the hips up, arm reaches up. The whole body is engaged. The hand is supporting us on the floor and the right knee and shin. One more breath. And bring the hands onto the floor, back into your downward facing dog. Walk the dog. Good. Now lift your head, look towards your hands. And we're going to jump forwards towards your hands. Feet will come either side of your hands. So coming like in a Hindi squat. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, engage your belly. Both legs come outside your feet, like if you were a little frog. And then come back into down dog. Look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, engage your belly. Just have fun with it. Jumping forwards and jumping back. And jumping forwards and back. We're using the strength in the arms to hold us. Jump forwards, feet on the outside of the hands, and jump back. Good. Jump forwards. Push the elbows against your knees and see if you can come into a Hindi squat. That's it. Heels on the floor if you can. If you cannot, then you can have your hips higher up, Just pushing your hands against your knees. Your legs are wide apart. So Hindu squat, we are pushing the knees away. Good. Hands onto the floor. Jump back into down dog. Whew. I'm warming up. I hope you are as well. Come into plank. Knees on the floor. Strengthen your arms. Keep your belly engaged. 7 press-ups. Elbows by the sides of the ribs. Inhale and exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release down. Bring the hands to the outside of the mat. And we're going to do gentle back extension. Head goes side to side. And release down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. Down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale. And look side to side. And release. Hands underneath your forehead. Breathe deeply. Having a little rest. This is your crocodile pose. Always finding your center. Bringing yourself back to right here, right now. This present moment awareness. Bring your left forearm in front of your chest. Keep your hips down towards the floor. For this one, if you can't reach your foot, you can use a belt to grab over your foot. If you can reach towards your foot, then let the hip go down towards the floor. And your gaze is down towards the mat. As you inhale, push the foot away onto your hand, tensing your glutes, tensing your hips, and your thigh muscle is tense, your quadriceps. And then release, bend the elbow. Relax those muscles and see if you can bring your heel towards your bottom. Keep the poise of the chest. Inhale, push it away. You will feel it also on your pectorals, on your arms, on your back. Strengthening the back as well. Push against your hand. Feel that tension. Exhale. Bring it in. That's it. One more. Inhale. Push. Opening the chest. Your glutes are engaged. Your hip is coming towards the floor. You're opening the chest and the arm. And exhale. Bring it in. Good. And relax. Relax the forehead onto the floor. Shake your hips. Have a nice breath. Releasing. Letting go of all the tension. So whenever we work the second side of the body, it's already known what we're going to do. So we can get into it a little bit faster. But feel it, because the right and left side are different. Bring your right forearm in front of your chest. See where your gaze is going to be, opening your chest. Bend your left knee, hold onto the knee. And just feel how this is feeling. Push the foot away. Tense your glute, tense your thigh. Feel the tension between the arm and the foot. And then release. We're going to do it twice more. What we're doing when we do this, as you inhale, push away, is tricking the muscles. So the muscles now are in full tension. They think, okay, we have to do strength. So they focus on that. And then when you relax, you can get further, bringing the heel towards the hip. So it's half boat pose. Inhale again, push it away. Exhale, heel to buttocks. And release. Release totally onto the floor. Forehead onto your hands. Sway your hips side to side. 5 deep breaths in here. Lovely. Inhale, lift your chest. We're going to try the full bow pose. Bending both knees, reach towards both ankles. And you can rest your chin onto the floor for a moment or your forehead. These might be enough for some of you. If you can't reach towards your feet, just do one at a time and change. As you inhale, push your feet against your hands, opening your chest, stretching up. Exhale, don't let go. Relax for a moment. Inhale, push away, lifting your chest, pushing your feet away. Exhale, relax. Last one. Inhale, lift, push the feet away. And if you can, rock onto your belly like a rocking horse. And release. Hands underneath your forehead. Sway your shins side to side. Take a few breaths. We're going to come into child's pose. Always remember, after back extension, which is what we did, it's better to do a little bit of a twist like we're doing with the legs before we go into back flexion in a child's pose. So when you're ready, bring your hands by the sides of your ribs and bring yourselves into child's pose. Releasing your forehead onto the hands. Letting the whole body release down. Feeling your lower back, your hips. Today we've worked our back strength and our hips flexibility. These are not moves that we will do usually, so it's good to keep practicing. If it was difficult today, it's probably because you haven't done it for a while or ever. So try it again and again. And practice makes perfect. Walk your hands towards your knees and bring your left knee forwards. Your right knee is parallel to the long edge of the mat. So your legs are like in 90 degrees angle. We're going to go into deer pose. So it's similar to the supine pigeon or pigeon, but we are not forcing too much. So you can bring your forearms onto your left shin. I'm placing my left elbow onto my left knee and just feeling that external rotation. So the left leg has an external rotation, right leg internal rotation. And if you are able to reach towards the floor, reach towards the floor. It's possible that your right hip will come off the floor, that's fine. Just letting the upper body relax towards the leg. Inhale, bring yourselves up. And you can either change the legs over or from where you are, just change the front of your mat, changing your body around. You will have your right shin forwards and your left shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. And feel how this side is. Resting my right elbow onto my right knee. Letting my hips settle. Then maybe bringing the forearms towards the floor. Breathe. Releasing and relaxing. And inhale. Bring yourselves all the way up. Bring your legs forwards. And Shavasana. Yes. Go slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Letting your whole body rest. And we end where we started. Feeling the ground underneath us. Relaxing the toes, feet, ankles, calf muscles and shins, knees, thighs, hips. Relax your belly and your chest, the heart inside your chest. Relaxing the whole of the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands. Feel the pulsation of your practice on your fingertips. And relaxing your neck, your head. Relax the features on your face. Relax the tongue inside your mouth. Maybe sigh. Whenever there is tension, if you allow yourself to sigh out or yawn, all tension will dissipate. And start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Roll your head side to side. Bringing your head right to center. Take any moves that you might need to release and awaken your body again. Maybe rolling your knees with your hands, massaging your sacrum. And when you're ready, bring yourselves up into a comfortable sitting position. Keep your arms relaxed by the sides of your ribs. Your legs should be comfortable. If sitting cross-legged is not comfortable, sit with your legs outstretched. It's absolutely fine. And close your eyes. Feel the presence within and trust that goodness that we have. We're going to finish chanting Om 3 times, followed by Shanti, 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 Om, peace, peace, peace. Inhale to begin, inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bringing your palms together, rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster and place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Bring your hands towards your chest and bow your head. And before we go, a quick announcement. Tomorrow, 2nd of June, is my birthday. So we are having a special class. So come prepared. 7:45 until 8:30. Try to come and join me.
Oh, I can't make it. Sorry, Jane.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
It's okay.
Oh, what a good day to have a birthday.
I know.
You're the queen.
I am the queen.
Bye. See you next week.